Silence is golden. Unless we're talking about chicken shit cowardice in the face of tyranny. So, looks like we're gonna march on all 50 states instead of just DC. And seems pretty rational, logical, practical that we'll first give it a trial run nationwide. Just want to express some random thoughts that roll around my stoner head. Basically, there's like such an information blackout in this liberty movement. I mean, we all have access to the same information, and it's not someone's theory, you know, when we find absolute, credible, empirical fact. Smoking animal crackers right now. No, animal cookies. Animal cookies. Pretty awesome strain from the Southern Cali landscape of greenery. Yeah. Yes. So, like I was saying, I just really wanted to touch on some issues that I don't see much light being cast on very often. It seems like I'm one of the few, you know, from what I've seen, it seems to be that it takes a certain brand of activist to really tackle the unsavory, controversial, to say the least, issue of Zionism and all of the stigma that may come along with that from broadcasting the truth on the matter about, you know, everything that Zionism is, and clarifying and explaining in detail and articulating everything that Zionism is not. I feel is very important when sharing this information that, like I said, is highly controversial, nevertheless still very necessary to be pushed out into the mainstream. I mean, this is something that should be culture jammed. It's a disgusting thing. We don't keep pedophilia in the dark. I mean, right, there's websites that publicize, that broadcast your neighborhood pedo and things of that nature. Gun owners are treated like pedophiles. And then we'll see a huge gun grab push coming up soon. But that's a side note. But really, this issue of Zionism is so black label. It's so fringe to even this highly informed truth movement that seems to be really on the fence or in the dark or just hands off the topic of Zionism and its relevance in modern society, its relevance in politics. It's just so odd. Well, in case you didn't know, now you'd know. Please look into what the Talmud is. The Talmud. Just take a look at how disgusting that text, the Talmud, is. And you'll see Satanism before Satanism even exists. But before before Anton LaVey's Satanism, there was the Pharisees' Talmud. And that's what these Zionist Ashkenazi European Jews are following down to the letter in modern day society. It's what we're seeing play out everywhere. Look at how David Icke breaks it down brilliantly in articulate detail. I'll put some links in this video, some credible links, breaking down the Khazarian Empire and what the Khazars did and what they created with Rothschild Zionism and the creation of the Israeli state, the state of Palestine, the stolen state of Palestine. You already know, or if you don't, please look into what's going on. Everything is connected. The whole geopolitical web of death and destruction. I never really see any buzz being created about this amazing artist, activist, Payday Monsanto. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, do you people not like amazing music? I mean, I don't know. I don't mean to come off all confrontational and aggressive or something, but I mean, seriously, if you don't know about him, look into him now. There's a vast catalog of absolutely original, highly intellectual, just dope-ass raw hip-hop coming from an original place. And it's just so refreshing that there is an artist like a Payday Monsanto and a Conspirituality. Look into those artists. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe the Liberty community didn't know. But if you didn't know, now you know. It's just fucking strange. Should I have edited out that fucking since I got judged for my Free Adam Kokesh video? Excuse me for the F-bombs when I'm passionate. You should be too. I mean, you'd hope that others would be extremely passionate about you being kidnapped if you were Amanda Berry in a house for a decade, or if you were, in this case, Adam Kokesh, black-bagged, abducted, disappeared. You would hope that others would give a shit enough to show passion and have a public outcry. I would hope, unless you're a fucking twisted sadist. So it could be helpful for you to maybe, I don't know, give a shit about someone else for a change. Give a shit about everyone else. How about that? I just find it odd that it seems fringe to so many in even this extremely informed liberty community that it takes a certain brand of activist, for whatever reason, to tackle the nasty, unsavory, controversial issue of Zionism. I guess I could imagine what the reason may be. The stigma that comes along with being ostracized as some anti-Semite if you dare to speak on such matters. We all can agree, I hope, that pedophilia is absolutely abhorrent, sickeningly disgusting, and we recoil from it. We reject it from every cell of our being. Yet the Talmud states, and I shouldn't even say that. It's crazy, man. We go ape shit about pedophiles at the Bilderberg conference or, Bohemian Grove with their cremation of care, where they have a mock human sacrifice of a child on a open spit. It's insane that this goes on. What's even more insane is that there's a religion. We're all interested in who the Bilderbergs are and what they're talking about this week. Investigate who owns the Federal Reserve. Let's investigate who pulls the strings of all of these tentacles of the Southern Poverty Law Center, the Anti-Defamation League, AIPAC. Look into it and stop being afraid of it. We're not afraid of anything, right? We are fearless, brilliant, all-powerful, beautiful, multi-dimensional, infinite beings that are pure awareness, and there's nothing to fear. And that's why we're calling out the criminals left and right. That's why we're so blatant and vocal about it, because we are captured, we are occupied, and it's a prison planet that we are plotting the most grand prison break. And if you want to be part of that, I suggest you get with the program. Start really resisting through peaceful, orderly, non-compliance, absolute nullification on all fronts of this criminal, occupying, illegitimate system. I mean, how many ways can we say it? When I say we, I mean all of us, all human beings that are on the same page, that this is a fight between good and evil, the people in power who abuse that power, you tyrants who may be watching. I would just beg you again, I would plead with you to join humanity and cease and desist, please. Cease and desist your onslaught of the innocent. I beg of you. Please back away from the evil that you're doing to join humanity. Look into your heart, look into yourself. You have someone that you care about. You have someone that you love. We all have lost. We've all suffered. You know there's no future in it. You know that you know that you will continue to agonize inside secretly, even secretly to yourself. If you are satanic, if you are truly trying to be heartless and snuff out the goodness of the light in your heart, if you truly are, you know it is hurting and crushing you inside. You know it. Love yourself. If no one is loving you, be the mercy. Step outside of yourself and see yourself as the suffering, wounded child. Do it for a moment and have sympathy for yourself. Have some mercy on yourself and stop those drugs. Stop that alcohol. Stop hammering your fucking brain and your organs with those toxic fucking poisons. Please, love yourself. Fuck everybody else loving you or not loving you. Fuck needing that. They're not there with you. You love yourself and stop this shit. I believe in you because I know you don't turn from shit to sugar in a day, but you could start today. You'll feel so fucking free. You can be alive. Come back. We're waiting for you. Nothing can stop the liberty movement. Nothing can stop truth, freedom, love.